everyone. Hello, hello. It is Vex. Yes, cover. Very nice to see you. Welcome. And yes, it does sound more high pitched. I'll show you why. Hang on. It was this little bee, the ukulele. That's why it sounded so high. But we're not, the bass is here, I managed with everything. New headset, yeah, I got the new one. It's the one that Captain Custer recommended, and it is great, I like it. Also, it's a bit different, so for streaming I have to get used to it, but for normal day-to-day, it is open back. I never had the open backs, and that's really comfortable. Anyway, let's welcome you. I was very early with everything, and then last minute so things didn't work for me, but as usual I have a ton of new stuff, so let's welcome every one of you. However, redeeming the first, Andy saw the FailBot replying to you. You are the first. Get Miko the second. Audio problems? Audio problems? I hope not. I hope everything is okay. I was just... yeah, I was messing with it to the last moment, so I hope it works. That would be it. Yeah, alright, so I welcome everyone. We will be testing the FailBot today. I did add, due to popular demand, the possibility to redeem the channel point rewards. And I think everything is working. I tried to make it bulletproof so that it works very well. I'll show you what that means in a second. We'll be flying the Baron. I think I loaded the pressurized version. I was meaning to load the non-pressurized. I'm not sure actually, we'll see. Ew. And also, for the uke, I used again my beloved chord files, and I was able to compose something for you with some chords that I wouldn't maybe normally use, because they're listed here. It's fairly easy for me to do that. Also, I was a bit late with figuring what to play, so you saw me improvising there on the uke until I found something that I could play and sounded nice. Alright, let's get down to it. Let me know if anything sounds off or something is wrong. I have done new stuff, so bear with me please. There we go. Let's move to the side. And here are the shoutouts. That's Jesus, awesome streamer. You can give him a follow. Also, I'm using FailBot for that, and it is, I think, the first one to implement the native Twitch shoutout. So the native Twitch shoutout was given by FailBot. I didn't have to click anything. I just did it by just coming here. You're very welcome. Right, I need to put my chord files somewhere. I still don't have a good place for them. Maybe I'll just put them on the piano. On the keys, actually. Alright, I think I did it. Everything is falling apart for me today, so please bear with me. My mic stand was moving as well. I think everything is under control, but most importantly, I hope the FailBot will not be falling apart. And the new headset is pretty cool because it's open back. I can sit in it whole day, and the closed back that I was using previously was giving me some earache after the whole stream because of the pressure build-up inside. I don't really know. Alright, I did it. I'm happy. You're here. I'm here. Let's go. How do I start? Oh, I know. Yay! Alright, let's start from the beginning. Here's Volanta. Data in the top overlay comes from Volanta as usual. We will be flying from Bradley, that's one of PhD Post's airport where he's controlling. So I thought, why not? Let's go here and train a bit. Should be cool. It doesn't matter altogether where we are. Hang on. Where's my navigraph? Have I forgotten it? Shall not be forgotten, navigraph. Alright, I got it. Also, I'm using fancy zones. That's a tool from Windows Power Tools, and I can hold Shift while moving the window and it will snap to the zone that I defined, so I do not need to adjust this windows manually. That's such a win. I'm so happy. Right, so we're here in the Bradley. As usual, we're at signature. Haze's favorite, I think. We also have the other Navigraph window, but it's playing tricks with me. I'm not sure why Navigraph is doing it, that it's all disappearing every now and then. But fair enough, we should be able. Right, so this should give you the chart that you see, that you can or cannot sometimes see in the bottom right corner. That's coming from there. Right. So that was the easy stuff. Now the hard stuff. I have the FailBot. I implemented it so it can use channel point rewards that you might have seen already. So I did a lot of changes here. It's only 650 lines of code, so it's not super impressive, but you know, it's just getting it right and everything working. That's challenging. And the case in point is that to manage the channel point rewards, okay, I can just put them in and let everyone click them, and then worst case just refund them. But I wanted to make it so that they're only available when they actually make sense. So when engine fails, the fail engine is not available anymore. So if you go there, they are not available. I did implement that, and to actually manage those rewards, I decided to use the FailBot. I basically need some middleman, because in Flow it may have been possible, but I decided it's too much of a hassle. Why not use something that lets me do that? So I have this FailBot rewards here defined by in the FailBot, and then I have, what do I have? I forgot. Oh, preset effects list. So there's a ton of FailBot effects, and basically FailBot is calling them to control those rewards. So when fail engine is available or unavailable, it will go here, and well, it's calling it every 5 seconds. So if it says that it's already set, it doesn't do anything. But if it's not, then it sets the variable, unpause the reward, make an announcement, and so on and so on. You'll see that in work. I think I tested it fairly enough, so that most of the things should be working out of the box. We'll see how this works. I'm not 100% convinced everything will work, but as some troubles, I think I rounded out everything. It's maybe not the best solution, but for what it's worth, it's pretty nice. And also anyone can replace the FailBot with anything else, so that should be fine. Nicodine, welcome, very nice to see you, welcome. So I'm showing how this will work. I have the FailBot where I implemented stuff, but to manage the channel point rewards so that they're only active when it makes sense, I decided to use some middleman, and I chose FailBot for that. It can also obviously be swapped for something else, shall I need to do that. So it has those channel point rewards here, the two of them defined, and then there's a ton of effects that FailBot is triggering. Oh, basically, maybe to show you how to do that, if you go here to edit, it has how to trigger from Stream Deck, and there is basically a URL to call. And now if you look here, the FailBot has the URLs defined, and it's just calling them. So this bot, yeah, it's pretty nice. I like how it's coming up, and I'm glad I decided to do it baby steps with scenarios that actually make sense. Let me know when once you can't listen to the loop anymore. It's not bad, to be fair. Oh, look! Oh. There are clouds reflecting in the engine. How does that work? I don't know. Alright, so FailBot is basically calling those things, managing the rewards, blah blah blah. And there's FireBot that will be doing the announcements for you. Alright, without further ado, let's turn the FailBot on. Boom! Please work! Please work! It will take up to 10 seconds because that's how often it does it. Yay! And the announcement came from FireBot. So basically, what happened is that FailBot, actually let me show you. I did add some logging for my own benefit. Here's the events that the FireBot is saving. So it sent the unpause unpost event and fail engine unavailable, fixed engine unavailable. So if they were unpost, they are not pounced, but you got the announcement from there. It's pretty good. I like it. Maybe we have too many announcements, so we'll see how this works. Well, they can always be turned off. For me, what's important now is that it works basically in the base case. Okay, enough talking. Let me get down to it. I will stop the loop, get to the music, and do the usual stuff. Nigadane, how are you? That's the loop stop. We should have the music. Add the... Oh, will you head flaps failure order stuff later? How many points to trigger? We can, but I thought... You know, the thing in IT is that if you... It's technically possible, nothing's stopping you, but then what happens is you add those things and you end up with a behemoth that's very unusable because it can do everything, and if you don't think it through, you will run into problems sooner or later. Like, you have seen how much effort I put into so that you cannot fail the two engines at the same time. That's the kind of stuff I mean. And my idea in long term is to categorize these failures like major, well, critical, major, normal, minor. Well, normal is not the best word, but you know what I mean. And then maybe only be able to trigger one in each group or two in each group. 2000 sounds okay. You'll not have to fight too much with this. Yeah, and then the problem is that each thing you add, you actually have to test, because I learned the hard way that it's not always working. It works in one plane and then the other it doesn't, so you get the idea. But we can be adding them one by one. My idea was to not just adding things blindly, make a scenario. So the scenario I have been following so far is what I've been training in real aircraft, where the instructor is simulating engine failure. So that's what we did. You're the instructor, so you can simulate the engine failure for me in the sim, but it's real in the sim. And that's why I only have those, because that's what I need for my scenario. And when I'm able to figure out more scenarios, I'll be able to add more stuff. I hope you understand how it works. Basically, if you come up with some idea and scenario, it answers many questions, like what business conditions do you need? Like for me, it was important not to fail the two engines at the same time, or not fail, or one engine is not running and the other is running, so you don't kill the live engine. And you have seen how much effort I put into that. I hope it makes sense. Please let me know if it does. Alright, I'll try myself in. I am super overexcited. I've been coding this for the last 2 days. Learn fast the abnormal procedures. Yeah, you will. Yeah, it's just... Well, it's not a problem to make something that will trigger all of the failures, but it will not make too much sense. Like, if you trigger all of them... So, I first need to design some scenario and then try to code around it. This is the way. So, I hope you understand. There's also the run failures, which has been a great inspiration, but I want to make it so that it makes sense for us, at least for me. Alright, I'll lock myself in. I'll be talking to you in just a few seconds. Did you take a little sleep before to fly? Which server are you? We are in North Europe, I think. You can always keep exclamation mark server. And you'll know. Oh, hang on, no, don't go there, no. I've been flying along with someone. That's a lifesaver, this feature. Alright, there we go. Oh yeah. Yeah, the announcement said North Europe, so that's where we are. Right, I need to try myself in. My back is hurting already. Alright, oh, I clicked the wrong button, I didn't mute myself, I mute something else, so I hope I didn't kill you with the noises. Let me just adjust the camera. Also, I had to restore the OBS at the very last second, because for some reason my audio interface didn't want to cooperate today. But it's all good now. Alright, we're good. Also, I have new headset, so balancing all my audio levels. Yeah, new struggle. Great. let's do that. Right, let's start it, and I'll show the things. Where's my mouse? Here it is. Any questions? Please let me know. I hope you like what you see. You should be able to see those channel pen rewards, but they should be inactive at the moment. I hope they are. I actually keep the list open for myself so that I can see what's going on. Also, I do not hear myself. I hear myself a bit different than I'm used to in my headset, so I need to get used to that. Also, on 200 followers, I do want to do hand flying 737 raw data. Raw data means that we do not use the RNF, we just use VR and ILS readouts. So I do not look at the map at all, and I'm hand flying everything. So that's the plan for 200 followers. I actually decided to put the goal there, so we know what we're doing, and I'm not like, hey, we reached the goal, we're celebrating, that's it. I totally forgot to check my controls, so I hope everything is working. Seems to be fine. The parking brakes, close the cowl flaps. It works, that's great. Just my... I forgot the chirps. Alright, chirps go out. Alright, I'm still a bit overexcited. I cannot hear myself very well on the headphones. Maybe I'm just talking too loud. Anyway, I'll get used to this. Don't worry about that. Let's jump in. I think I have a look on everyone. He's got the shout out. If any of you is a streamer and I don't know about it, please let me know. And to be fair, I really like the Baron. Basically most of the issues I have seen in other aircraft, they seem to be not the problem here. Also, we notice a few, so I think we should be making a list for nicotine, but we'll see how it goes. I'll share what I mean with the engine temperature. Basically, as soon as you start up, it will get to the nominal temperature, like within a minute or two. I think it should take a bit longer here in this aircraft. Also, you know, I haven't flown this one, so it's not like I really know. Let's start it. I think I know how to start it, finally. Let's try to do that. So what I figured out is that first things first, in the battery power, fuel selectors are in the on position, so that's the normal one. That's where it should be. Let me think. Right, nav lights on, beacon on. That's what we need so far. Get the mixtures forward, prop forward. I actually checked the sim variable that controls how much fuel is in the cylinder, and it shows the numerical value. I managed to find that when it's 3 point something, like 3.5, it starts nice. But I think it means I need the fuel pump running for 3 seconds. At least that's what I found to be working. Let's get the first of them. 1, 2, 3. Right, this to off. Now I move mixture to the 50%-ish, and it seems to be important with the throttle. I move it all the way back, and then I move it with my mouse wheel, just 2 clicks up, so it's at 2%. 1, 2. I can actually show you that. Oh no. Well, it's not showing the value. I don't know why. Alright, never mind. Basically, it's at 2%. Now I'm stepping on the brakes. Get the magnetus to both. Clear prop. Get this start. I think it will start up now. Just like that. So now it feels a bit too easy. I wonder if it's randomized in any way, or does it just check this fuel in the cylinder, and does it check the temperature? I don't know. That's done. Let's move the throttle to that we are in 1000 RPM. And if you look at the engine temperature, hey Kevmikwa, welcome, very nice to see you. There should be a shoutout coming up for you in a moment. I'll give it just some more time. I wonder why it's not running. No. Right, we'll see in a moment. It worked for Jesus. I wonder why it didn't show up for you yet. Unless I messed up something when I was adding you to the groups. Right alternator on. That's the important bit. I totally forgot. Let's get the left engine going. So mixture forward, prop forward, throttle forward. Get this fuel boost to high for 3 seconds. 1, 2, 3. And your mixture is already leaned for taxi, or you perform a leaning later. In the manual they say to have it like halfway for ground operations, including when it's just running. So that's how I keep it now at 50%. And then I found that there's a spark plug fouling variable, and basically when you have it forward, it's just going up. So that's according to the manual. So I hope we are doing it right. Right, get the mixture to 50% ish. Get the throttle to idle, and again I move it with 2 clicks up, so it's at 2%. I found this 2% to be crucial. Maybe it can be a bit more. Does it look like half inch? I have absolutely no idea. Magnetus to both, stepping on the brakes, get the starter to start. I think it worked. Yeah, it worked. Listening to the manual seems like a good idea. Yeah. And now you see the announcement that the fail engine channel point reverse is available. I'll keep it for now maybe, but normally I would just... Okay, let me show you that. Normally I would pause it for the taxi, so I would put FailBot to sleep. Within 10 seconds you'll get the notification that the FailBot is sleeping and they're unavailable. But I'll keep it up for you. Also, I think I should lower the points. How much points do you all have? I have no idea. I will edit that so it's a bit lower for today. $9.9k. Okay, so not that much. Hang on, I'm just editing them. It will be around 200. I'm just putting 200 points, so that should be enough for today. I want to test it, so I have 7,000 points. Okay, fair enough. Shall I make it even cheaper for today? 6,300. Alright, we'll keep it at 200 today. I just want you to be able to trigger that. So, we have a ton of notifications, so I hope this is fine. Also, I see that this notification that the... No, it's all fine. Oh, the rewards is available came before is now awake. Alright, so I'll need to work on that. Avinix Master on. What's the temperature outside? 12 degrees. Not bad at all. And inside it's 55, which is actually 12. Not so much. Right, I hope you can hear me well. I'm not sure if I'm talking quite loud or how does it work. I cannot keep it very consistent for some reason, because it changes wildly depending how far my mic is and stuff. Right, I adjusted one more setting, so maybe it will be a bit better now. I want someone to trigger it right now. I mean, you can. It's there, so you can do it. Don't worry about it. So I designed this tool so that it does what I want, and no one can really do something bad.
System test okay.
I'll get the sim a bit quieter. Levels are nice. Mick playing some music. Cool, thank you. I seem to be super picky about it. Right, let's get the map. Transponder standby, 1200. We're not playing online anyway, so it shouldn't be an issue. Right, what else do we need? Taxi lights, Laden panel today. Let's keep it off. Let's get those hits on. I still don't fully understand what the vent blower is, so I will need to have a look at that. And I think we're ready to taxi. So this went up to the high part of the green range. I'm not sure if it was too fast or not, so maybe I need to review it. It would be nice to have some look at some YouTube video, how long it takes. Do you use OBS, SL OBS, something else? I use the vanilla OBS. I checked the other possibilities and OBS seemed to meet my expectations the most. Streamlabs OBS seems to be very nice if you don't want to mess around with any settings, but then if it doesn't have something you want, you just cannot use it. At least that's the feeling I got. I might be wrong there, so bear with me. I hope my PC will not crash and stuff. I think the clouds are tanking the FPS a bit. The rain showers looks great. Gotcha. Give me a call. If you want to know anything about my setup, please reach out to me. I'm very happy to share. It's just a lot, so if I say everything, you will all fall asleep here. But I definitely do want to share that because it has been a learning curve for me for the last 2-3 months, and I'm pretty happy with what I know now. I know there's few things I can do better, but so far so good. What else do I want? This radius on the autopilot is up and running. Shall we go? I'm a bit scared. I'll just hit the B for the QNH. I hit it like 5 times. Yeah, it's working. Right, let's check the weather and decide which runway we use. I always forget there is this nice feature here. So let's have a look. It's suggesting 06 to 433. We'll use 06 in that case. When I have 2 of Vex, I have realized I can mod and watch someone else at the same time. No problem, however. Enjoy. I very often just keep some stream open and mute the audio because it's too much audio sources. I do that a lot. So runway 06, let's have a look. 066058. Right, let's give it in. I think we'll start with some traffic patterns, visual ones, and then maybe do something more interesting. I mean, it's interesting either way. So that's 060 now. 1, 2 clicks back, that should be 058. The hour. It's Icy. Oh, nice. Say hi to Icy. I just can't go there now. I don't think I can stream and watch someone's streams at the same time also. Maybe someday I'll try. That's quite possible. However, thank you for stopping by. It's very nice to see you. Right, let's go. I'll actually open the cowl flaps because the engine is getting cooked. And let's roll. Taxi light has been on for quite a while. I think everything I need. What's then? Oh, inside temperature. So let's get the blower, the heater on, and the blower from the heater to high. Right, this seems to be good. Let's check if my trim is working. It is. Great. How do I taxi? I should have checked. So... Oh, we just go to the left on Delta 2, Delta 1. Alright, easy peasy. Let's do it. Parking brake released. Line is rolling already. Scenery looks pretty nice. So that's us. We go the right onto Delta 2. I think I have 2 sets of taxiway signs. I will need to disable one of them when I'm not streaming. But better to have too many than not enough. That's Juliet? Interesting, it says. Oh, maybe Juliet is the link one. Let's see in a moment. Yeah, why is Juliet? And it's... Maybe they changed the name. Is that possible? Oh dear. That's super strange. There's Nicotine, welcome, very nice. I will skip the run up today, but you know, we would do it in a real craft. We're a bit too fast. Also, I like the response of the nose wheel on the ground, because it seems to be wrong in many planes. In this one, it seems to be very nice. So, oh. I think I just had throttle to idle. And see, the engine is not running. The bot said that the fail engine channel point reverse is unavailable. And it should really not be available. Just the minor issues, they always pop up marked as new. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Right, let's start this engine. Boo. Left alternator off. I think we can just crank it. It should work. I think it didn't work. All right. So throttle forward, mixture forward. Let's prime it for 3 seconds. 1, 2, 3-ish. Yeah, that's cool. I'm not sure if the real engine does that. I just don't know. Maybe it does. 1, 2. Get it to start now. Okay, I think it's running. That's great. Left alternator on. Flaps approach. And let's go left to right. Strobes on. Taxi off, landing lights on, wicked depth heater on. And I'm still not sure how to do that. Maybe I'll go like here to the black, to the green, and then back. I don't like it. I didn't think about it. Go here, here, get those to low. They're actually important. Maybe we'll go in a spiral. First go on the whites on the bottom, then go to the fuel boost, go back here, and go back here in the middle, because they're least important. Then go transponder alt, and I think we're good. Right. Institute who triggered the bot. No. What happened is my engine died, right? And when my engine died, it didn't make any sense for you to redeem the fail engine reward, because I already had one engine. So if you kill the second engine, that's not good for me. So what happened is the bot realized, oh, the one engine is not running, and sent a message to FailBot to disable the fail engine reward. It should enable it. I'm not sure it's not coming up back up. Oh no, we are in trouble already. Let's have a look. Here's the events it's sending, fail engine available, fix engine unavailable, and it's unpaused. So that's what it's sending now. Somehow, oh, it said, fail engine channel point rewards is now available. But as soon as I started the engine, it turned on this reward. Does it make sense? I hope you understand. So it wasn't the bot, it was just me moving the throttle to idle, and the engine died. See, I can do that. Because we are at half mixture. Oh, I forgot the mixture. Alright, so forward, mixture forward. Let's go. Working brake released. So I just killed my engine myself because of my incompetence. Here's the runway. It says 06. That's good. We'll also check our compass. So the sim is stuttering, I don't like. Right, magnetic compass says 06, gyro compass also says 06, that's great. Throttle for forward, prop forward, mixture forward. And it's right rudder because of the wind, I think. Engine instruments are in the green. Alright, so we are in non-turbo version, I think. No. Yes, we are in the non-turbo. My sim is stuttering today. I think I will need to dial down the settings. Alright, above the line, positive climb, gear up. I forgot to check our elevation. Seems to be around 100 feet. 200 feet, reduce power. Go. I think we can go 27, 25. Remind me not to fly in this plane IRL. Why? It seems like a great plane. I would actually love to fly. It seems it's the one I would feel good in. Way above 300 feet, flaps up, trim up. And now we do our thing. So again, left to right. Landing lights off. We keep the skitters off. Fuel pumps off. Here prop sync. This thing stay. And flaps are up. Alright, everything seems to be great. I was wondering how is that possible, but if you cut off the mixture, it is normal. It wasn't cut off, it was at 50%, so I think that's okay. Right, left, traffic pattern 06. We are way too high, I'm not happy about it. So let me check this elevation real quick. 173. Alright, so like 200. Right, let's reduce the power. I think 22 will be nice. I'm just turning loosely into the downwind. I am not prepared here. We can see the runways here. The sim is stuttering every now and then. Also, I wonder what happens if you redeem the reward while I'm in the pause menu. So that's when the sim cannot actually communicate. I'll need to think about it. Well, I'm not sure about this killing engine, but that's how it works here, so let's stick with that. I'll close the cowl flaps. Fuel was too lint. Yeah, I think it was just too lint. Now the FPS is good again. I think it's just the scenery that's botching it, or maybe the clouds. Right, I want to do direct KBDL. I could have chosen it from the nearest. Enter, activate. I want to go into OBS mode, and we already have what I want dialed in, and I see this extended runway center line. This will be super helpful for me. So, is anyone triggering the rewards? You can always do that. Hey, it worked. Right, I don't feel it all too much, but the aircraft definitely is responding. So prop forward, mixture forward, well, mixture forward, prop forward, throttle forward, left leg dead, left engine dead, left throttle check, confirm idle, left prop check, confirm feather, left mixture check, cut off. Let's see if the prop stops. It stopped. That's great. Manifold still working, not the fuel flow. Alright, so the manifold in this case is showing the outside pressure, so that's the reason why it's working. If I move the throttle, it will not be responding to it at all. It will be just showing the outside pressure. Because there is no suction from the engine, it's not restricting, not lowering the pressure and so on, so it will just be showing the outside pressure. So this is okay. And we are at 2000 feet. Normal pressure at sea level is around 30, less to 2 inches per 2000 feet, so 1 inch per 1000 feet, so 2 inches, that's 28, so that's a-okay. Alright, left lanes are off, right fuel pump to low, and left fuel selector to cut off. Reduce the power on the working engine. We go to 27, 25. Alright, and we're good. Thank you, Nick. Shouldn't you cut prop sync? Oh, I absolutely should. Totally forgot, thank you. So it doesn't seem to have effect. I'm not sure how it works, but yeah, it definitely should be off. Alright. Wasn't bad at all. I think I need more right rudder. I want the ball here at the mark. We are beyond the extended runway center line. My sim is stuttering today. No. I think we're a bit high, but we'll be fine. On stream, yay, the redeem worked. In his head, dang it, the redeem worked. No, of course not. Actually, I training it. I was really looking forward to have this tool. Creepy Kirk with the raid. Thank you, Creepy Kirk. Very nice to see you. Kirk Radio. We are testing the FailBot with the channel point rewards, and rated. So far it's worked. With 11 viewers. Thank you, Creepy. How was your stream today? I actually ditched flying with you for coding, but my Alexa reminder went off, so that was good. Azus, welcome. Welcome, riders. What do we do? Let's do low-level go-arounds. I had an amazing time. Great. Throttle idle. Gear speed is the triangle. So now we're at the gear speed. Gear down. Flaps approach. I forgot the other stuff. Landing lights on. And I think we're good. Also too much rudder. I need to release it once. I reduce power. Chewy nuts, welcome, welcome. Somehow it looks like my shoutouts are not working. No. Right, we do not go full flaps, so we are way too high. I mean, we could land like that, no problem.
500.
There's an emote icon here. Now we are trying low-level go-arounds, so slowly advancing the power to full. Also prop forward. Keep that rudder in, so the ball is at the mark. As you can see, my left prop is not turning. Is the engine failed already? Yes, that's the plan. What did you think? Right, positive climb, gear up, flaps up. Icy Dragons with the raid, another 11 viewers. Hey, welcome, how are you? Icy, how many planes have you killed today? 2 raids at the same time, that's a lot. Thank you. You can fix it, sail on feature point. Look at the prop, it's tough. Yeah, it is. Right. Flaps are up, landing lights off, everything else stays. 200 instead of 2000. Yep. I have lowered it. That's how I realized. Yeah, you know me. That's how it works. The Baron is really nice, really well done. Broken prop? No, it's fine. It's on purpose. If you look in the channel point rewards, you'll know why. Something's up with my shoutouts. It's practice, exactly. Let's try. Now it works. Rivergurk! Here's your shoutout. Thank you for the raid. Oh, you fixed the engine, so we can restart it. Perfect. Thank you. Okay. I'm also trying to fly the traffic pattern at the same time, so it's not great. Right, let's do it. Let me think. Fuel on. Mixture forward. Prop forward. I'll keep the throttle just a bit in. Seems like the prop has unfeather accumulator. I forgot earlier the magnetos. Alright, it should start now. Alright, I don't know why it's turning. It shouldn't be turning. Maybe it should. I don't know. I'll need to read the manual. Blaze being the third. 10 minutes into the stream. Almost an hour. Great. Alright, so the engine is running. You see that the other reward is now available. Nice on screen graphic for the shoutout. Wow. Yeah, that's from the... God damn it. I haven't even equalized the engines yet. Alright. Prop, mixture forward, prop forward, throttle forward, right that like right engine that, right throttle, check, confirm, idle, right prop, check, confirmed, feather, right mixture, check, confirmed, cut off, right fuel tank selector to off, and fuel selector. Danger, we are definitely in danger. Right, left alternator on, right alternator off, left fuel pump on, to low, and right fuel pump on. That's the engine secured. Easy peasy. I also have this Vulcan shoutouts, but for some reason it looks like they are unhappy. I'm not sure why. Also, you can check my scene. So I need to type the shoutouts manually. I see. There we go. Also, reduce the power on the working engine. Right, 27, 25. Great, let's get on the downwind. We're at 3000 feet. Alright, let's keep that. We'll do a bit of a longer approach. Amazing PFP. Nice, shout out from it. Yeah, it's from the FailBot. It took me a while to set this up, so if anyone wants, I can help. Also, I'm not sure if you noticed, but the native Twitch shoutout that's there, it's also from the FailBot. I don't need to type it manually anymore. Pro streamer is doing restarting an aircraft while caring for his chat. Blaze that. Are you going blaze that? If so, we'll see you. Or someone else is going. I can keep out everything. Show us your starter skill. Well. Alright, I think I caught up everything. So, I'm just testing it. I'm developing this new feature for the last 2 days. And I think maybe a few more small quirks to iron out, and I will be ready to package it and get it for you. I still need to find how to do that. Some type or I'm tired. Don't worry, I type most of the time. Right, the Baron is real great. I really like it. Of course, it's not perfect, but it's the most flawless of them all. The 414 and the 310 they have some issues that are bothering me every now and then, and this one seems to be working a-okay. Let's dial in the ILS for this approach. X engine, alright. I forgot how to do that already. Fuel selector to on. Mixture forward, prop forward. Throttle open just a bit. Let's prime it. Oh, it won't work. Right. I'm not sure what's supposed to happen. Like, should it start up already? Is it started already? Yeah, it's already started because it has unfeathering accumulator. Now the other reward is available. Alright, you can keep me busy whole day with that now. Equalize the engines, reduce the power 20, 22. Get the right alternator going. Fuel pumps off. Right. Let's go on the landing. Landing lights on, fuel pumps too low. Prop tank off. I'm trying to get some idea how to do that. I think I will go through the whites, then the blacks, then the... No, again. Alright. Seems... Alright, mixture forward, prop forward, throttle forward, right that leg, right leg that, right engine that. Let's keep the heading in altitude. You fixed it already? What's going on here? The engines available. Oh, it's running already because it started up automatically because I didn't manage to secure it. Alright, but the body's working. You are putting it to some stress and it seems to be working okay. Let's do some landing quickly. Too fast for you. No, it's not too fast, it's just like, you know, you're securing the engine, now we feel that it's running, like, what? I actually glanced here to see if the engine is actually showing the low thrust, that LED, and I'm like, what? It's not here. Anyway, I'm glad you're all doing it, it's fun. Thank you for that. However, gotta go dinner now, have a great stream. Trust you to keep one engine out. No problem. Thank you for stopping by, however, have a nice dinner. He will have 2 engines out for your server, not here. We are in Bradley, KBDL. Oh dear. Where's the airfield? Oh, there's the airport. Right, let's do it. Throttle idle, prop forward, mixture forward. Landing lights on, fuel pumps are on the low, so I did all this stuff already. Gear speed is at the triangle, but there is a placard here. Why is this open? There's a placard here. That's where the noise was coming from. Alright, speed check, gear down, flaps approach. Fuel flow are different from left and right. That is open the whole time. Yeah, I didn't realize. I must have clicked it by mistake at some point. Never mind. It's fine. This guy is in God mode since the start. Shame. The fuel flows, I don't know what one were they different. I think maybe I had the different engine settings, but it's not unusual for the engines to have a different fuel flow. Maybe we have a fault spark plug or things like that. Slaughterboard with the sub for the 3 months in a row. Thank you, Slaughterboard. Thank you. Happy Sunday. Yeah, it is happy indeed. Right. Again, I think one complaint I have is when I have throttle idle, it's not slowing down very well, but I may very well be wrong. Maybe it's okay. Actually, maybe it's fine. Maybe I was just nosediving instead of trying to keep the decent rate. So I think maybe it's okay. Maybe it could use just a touch more of the drag. Also, is the flap setting changing the... Yeah, it is. Could be a pump lower, just mixture, or false spark plug. Also not unusual for these engines to have a slightly different performance normally. We should keep over the blue line at all times, so I need to get this power back.
500.
Let's see. Is the wind from the left? Oh, the wind was from the left all along. So, left aileron, right rudder. I'll keep this on for you. You know what to do. The right is burning more. It might be because of the fault spark plug. There's actually a symbol that's showing that. So I can search that and dial it in for the next time. I mean, it's not unusual for these engines to have slightly different performance. I wouldn't be surprised. Power the piano keys. I can start slowing down, not go below the red line. Oh, we did that already. From here we just land. There's no reason risking the single engine go around. Alright, there we go. That was intense. Fix engine. There we go. Maybe... I wonder if I should put some more... I think if we raise the channel point price, I don't need to raise any time between those engine failures. So I think it's fine. Fixing failed engine, blah blah blah. I hope you like it. Here's our landing. 109. Noise. Also, on the spot. Now that the framers are better in the sim, I am already a better pilot. Oh, okay, I need your help with the FailBot. So, stream, if you don't mind, no problem. I'm very happy to share that. It's just, I still need to package this. I'm not sure how to get it installed on your end, but yeah, it's there. So I'm just testing it. Everything seems to be okay. I'm still not sure, for example, if I'm in the pause menu, what will happen. I'll do it myself. Oh. Never mind. Let's start this engine. I didn't even secure it because we were just landing. I'll keep the right a bit higher, step on the brakes, open the left one just a bit, throttle mixture to half, prop forward, alternator off. Dear, what a mess. Let's try to start it. Are running? Yeah, no. I think it has too much fuel inside because the fuel pump's running all the time. Revere, I'm glad you like it. Alright, I think I can actually show that. Hang on. Will not go to my... Because when you have the dev mode enabled, your logbook is not working. But if you go here, oh, it's super small because of my resolution. Don't worry about that. You go to Tools, Behaviors, and here in the local variables, we'll have some variables from the black square. So we have the one that says the engine fouling. So there's engine fouling left and right. It's both at 0 for now. Also there's fuel in the cylinder. And I found that it will only start when there is 3 in the cylinder we want to start. So we need 3 in the left. And otherwise, I'm still not sure how to tell if it's too much or not enough. So, throttle forward, mixture forward. Yeah. Fuel bust, 1, 2, 3. Now it's... Alright, 3 and 9. Throttle idle. I open throttle 2 clicks, so it's at 2%. Get the mixture around halfway. And now I think it will start. No, it didn't. Ah. Oh, now it's showing vapor in cylinders. So I don't know that one yet. Keep cheating well with underlying data. Yeah, you can call it cheating, but for me it's education because, well, I don't know what's happening there. I have no readings. Like, what is going on there? I need to know. And now I have something that tells me. Okay, so now it's making sense. I understand why it's wrong. Like, how did I get there? That's... I think I understand how I got there. How do I make it right? I still don't know. I keep mixture full. It says in the manual, I think, to lean it, so that's why I keep it halfway. I think we need to get rid of this vapor. Never had issues starting it. I took so much time starting it. Also, what's our temperature inside? Why is it so cold? We have the blower. Hot engine start, set says and cold and dark. Alright. Thank you. Let's try that. Not working on me. Yeah, I believe it, but you know I'm having trouble dealing with this stuff. A vapor, we could hot start it. Let's see the checklist then. Engine start hot. Mixture cut off, prop forward. What about... Oh, cut off. Alright, the throttle doesn't matter then. Alright, so that makes sense. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I understand. So the vapor is in the fuel line coming to the cylinder. It's not vapor in cylinder, I think it's vapor in the fuel line. Yeah, but the vapor is leaving from... Is it from the fuel line coming into the cylinder? I understand that's the case. That would make sense why the fuel pump is getting rid of it. I see, interesting. I had no idea that's how it works. Now, because I have these readings here, I'm actually to tell what's going on for my education purposes. I would like to visualize this data a bit better. It's totally doable with Flow. Maybe I'll work on that someday. Maybe. It's good. Alright, so now it's off. And now we can, let's see, mixture full reach, throttle full open, right boost pump, so that's the normal stuff. 1, 2, oh, that's too much already. We're already at 6, oh no. Off, throttle half inch open. I'm not sure how much is half inch, but I managed to find that 2 clicks does the job, which is 2%. And then it says... I think it says to keep the mixture full reach, so that's different. Right, let's try. I think it started. Success, and the channel point rewarder is available already. Remember, if you want, you can always go and pause it. I can always pause it here. There is a small period of time before the bot reacts to that. So if you do trigger the reward, then I can always refund it. That was the main reason I decided to go for the channel point rewards and not the bits, because I cannot refund the bits, I can refund the channel point rewards. I hope it makes sense for you. Alright, so we can close this guy. Also, we can check this fouling. Yeah, so it says 2.6 on the left one. So I think that might have been the reason for the different fuel burn, but I'm not 100% sure. Fuel flow, I mean. Or maybe it's the engine health, that's the difference. Maybe that's the difference, I don't know. Definitely they are different and I like it, because in nature they're usually a bit different. Oh, creepy long message. So we watch another streamer using FailBot with beats. Oh, it was the run failures, I think, but he has it set up to put them in a bank that maintains the balance per user, then that user can use them whenever, and if he needs to refund them, they go back into the bank account. Oh, interesting. What bot was it exactly, do you know? But that's cool, I like it. Yeah, that's a good idea. Instruct bot. I have never ever heard of it. Why I'm only hearing about it now. No. Anyway, I think I wanted to do this myself anyway. Let me check it quickly. I didn't know it exists. Instruct bots. Damn, it looks good. Bumpsy on Twitch. Never heard of him. Cool. Use it for escape for Tarkov to make... Oh, gotcha. That's why I haven't heard of it. To make his guns shoot or throw a grenade automatically. Oh dear. That's crazy. Why is there a trial? That's a turnoff. Alright, but the idea is good. Thank you for that, Creepy Kirk. I like the idea. I didn't think of that. That's a very good help. Cool. Thank you. I'll need to think how to do that because I have basically two components talking to each other. So if you came a bit later, and I know you did because you came from the right, I'll show you. So I have the FailBot here. Wait, wrong click. I have the FailBot here, and that's a flow script, and I have logged here. It's basically saying sending events to FireBot, and then I'm using FireBot as the middleman. On the downside, it's cost money for that bot. Sure. But the idea is good, so maybe I can look what they have and have some inspiration from there. I'm using FireBot as the middleman to manage the rewards, and then I have in the preset effects I have added a lot of preset effects that basically do what it says here. So those pause and pause the rewards and give you notification. Also have this generic one. If anyone can figure it, it's me. Jeez. Thank you, Kibberger. I'm very happy to hear that. That's how it works. It's a bit complex. I am in a need of the middleman because managing those channel point rewards directly from Flow wasn't very feasible. I mean, it is possible, but it's not feasible at this point for me. Or I would need to put a lot of logic that I didn't want to deal with. So I decided to use this middleman. Also, it's easier for anyone to configure. For example, you can go here and just edit those announcements if you want. You can just edit that. You can change the message, change the color, whatever you want. Or just turn them off if you don't want them. So I think that makes sense to use this middleman. I think the architecture is pretty okay for now. There are a few edge cases where it will not work good. I need to think about this bank, and then how does the FireBot know that it's... I'll think about it. It's doable, so I'll think about it. That's a pretty cool idea. Now we know. And also, since we are here already, I can show you. So I have this shoutout command here. And then in the edit, I have these effects. So this is waiting for the correct scene to be in. So this is waiting for correct OBS scene to be selected. So basically, if this is triggered when I'm starting, it doesn't do anything. It does the announcement with saying the message, and this shows your card. It's doing the FailBot announcement, so that shows on stream, and then it's doing native Twitch shoutout, which I think is the first bot to have it implemented. Yes, otherwise it doesn't work. So if we do shoutout for Kevnikwa, you have been long overdue. You see the link with the card, you see the native Twitch shoutout, and you see it here in the stream. There's 3 of them. Awesome post. I like it. It's supposed to also work, so I added a lot of you that I know to have this shoutout automatically when you come in, but for some reason it's only triggered the first time and then it didn't work, so I'm not sure what happened there. I'll check it later maybe. It's here in the events, and there's the viewer arrived, so it says hi to everyone who comes, and there should be the shoutout, but for some reason it didn't work. It only worked the first time. I'm not exactly sure why. Anyway, you get the idea. I think I calmed down a bit. We can go back to flying. So I will keep this on for myself so I can see what's going on. I'm interested if they're posted or not. And I can unpause the bot. Let's do that. I hope you're not bored to death. I'll unpause it. It will say send the message within the 10 seconds. And now it unpaused the reward here and gave you the announcement. I also see that the order is a bit backwards there. I'm not sure why. There we go. That's it in a nutshell. Thank you, Ever. I thought you were eating dinner. Welcome, welcome. Just kidding. It's fine. You can do whatever you please. Just joking. Ever, very nice to see you. All right, I am back. Oh, so that's how it works. I'll switch out the dev mode. I don't want to keep it open. And we'll get back to playing. I need to take notes. Hang on, let's stop the bot. Awake comes after available. On disabling sleep. Do you have any other issues? I don't remember. Bank unused rewards that failed to trigger. Do you mate study for JS or learned by yourself? I learned by myself. I've been reading a lot before I was coding more. I'm working as a software developer, but in the past, before I started, I haven't been coding all too much, but I have been doing a lot of reading. It's basically tinkering job. It's not like I know everything how to do from the top of my head. I have to Google a lot of the stuff, and then you know how it works. 90% is thinking what to do and how to do it, or fighting with not working, and 5% is just doing something, like actually writing the code. That's how it works. It's not rocket science. I do recommend to do it baby steps. Start with something small, atomic, that does one job and one job only. Figure out how to do it, then move to something bigger. Just don't try to do something too big, because you will most likely fail. And that works for me as well. If you try to make it too big, you will run into too many issues and it will be a disaster. So you see, that's how much, well, I actually collapsed some of them. That's how much code I have for this simple stuff, but it checks a lot of conditions, so it works as I want it to. Plus, I try to organize the code nicely, so maybe it looks a bit more overwhelming than it actually is. You can always check the code It's, what was the command? GitHub. I have it on GitHub, so you can always have a look. However, keep in mind that this current code is on the develop branch, not on the master. I can show you. So that's the latest version that I know works, but I have put... Oh, here. So you go here to branches, go to develop, and you have what I'm just working on today. So this code that I'm running today, it's all here. Except for the FailBot part, I haven't put it anywhere yet because I still need to figure out how to export it. That would make sense. Right, let's get back to playing. Good stuff. Nikanina Pros, thank you. You see this announcement? Oh, it actually comes in the right order. It's first awake, then channel resources available. Alright, so maybe that's actually okay. I need to verify this. I think there's simply race condition and they can come in whatever reason. Right, let's do it. We go with the whites. Landing lights on. Keep the heater on. Why is the heater not working? That's... Maybe because we had this guy open. It's closed now. Open. D. D what? Oh! You're right. Open the this guy. Yeah, you're right. I forgot about it. That's instructor control panel. Just the hit? Yeah, but if I don't know which is which, I just open all of them. Pilot error, just the hit. Gotcha, so just this one. Thank you. I totally forgot that. Fuel pumps too low. Prop sync off. Then we return here. Flaps approach. I cannot drag it. Oh, I can. I just have to drag it more. 24 degrees, just like that. Awesome. This goes too low, we'll close it halfway. Just it because it's full up and way too hot. It's never too hot for the instructor in winter, except when it's summer, then the same temperature is too hot. You know how they work. They are a cool bunch. Run the pit. get your button on the rewards. Oh, also maybe show you there's a few more options that we will not be testing today. But you can also trigger bar moderators by viewers. So I actually want to turn this off and this one off as well. So it means that now we can just... You don't need to use the FailBot at all. You can just trigger it with the regular commands. Or you can keep the FailBot on and still let everyone do that, or just the viewers, or just the mods, or just myself. I am always able to do that because otherwise it will not work. I think maybe I'll just put a list of users that can do that here in the text box. I'll put it on the list because I already forgot I had that on my mind. There's still useful stuff in this flow integration. Yeah, I thought I was a little disappointed when I found out I cannot easily manage those channel point rewards from the flow, but I think what I have now is pretty much okay. Alright, we're taking off in 5, 3, 2, 1, 0, -1. Let's go. I can hear this. I also opened the cowl flaps. Don't have the turbocharger, so I shouldn't be able to hear it. A lot of right rudder, first with alive, engine instruments in the green. That's the red line, we can rotate. Alright, positive climb, keep up the blue line, gear up. Already. Great. Mixture forward, prop forward, throttle forward. Flaps up, left leg dead, left engine dead. I need to keep the blue line. Left throttle checking, confirmed idle. Left prop checking, confirmed feather. Left mixture checking, confirmed cut off. And see now when the engine is stopping, the manifold pressure goes to outside pressure. Fully feather. Come on. That's bad. Didn't feather. We need to do it again. Drop forward. Let it go above. I'm not sure how much it needs. I think 1000 RPM will be enough. Oh, because our airspeed is so low. They will just violently move it down. Now it should feather. Because there are start latches that are engaging and it's not basically preventing it from feathering. Alright, we'll deal with it in a moment. Left fuel bust pump off, left ultra intro off, and left fuel off. Right, I think that's the order to do it. First these things, then the fuel pump, then the alt, and then go down here. Reduce power on the working engine. Right, we are at 20. Let's do 27, 27, 25. Right, I didn't even lose too much of the heading. That's nice. This feathering, unfeathered prop. Let's try to fix it. I will accelerate so that we can get higher RPM. I want to keep it so that you can see what's going on. Alright, get this left prop forward. Alright, now it's going up and we are at 1500 RPM. Great, so now we'll go to feather. Oh, I think I simply forgot to put it in the D10 that triggers the feathering for me. No? Yeah, now it worked. You. I see dragons. Hey, I see, very nice to see you. Welcome, welcome. There she goes. Yeah, we fixed it. Kinda Captain Mustache pointed this out to me that if you wait too long and prop fails too low, it will not feather. And it took me such a long time to understand how it works. I think I finally understand how it works. So I am able to diagnose this problem a bit better. Right. How do you like it so far? Also remember, if you fix the engine, I don't have to turn it on. I can just keep it off. Because turning it on and off all the time, it's not great. How high do we go? Let's go 2200. I will try to load in the approach. So we go procedure, approach, KBDL, approach, ILS 06, vectors, load and activate. Sure. Right, go back, go to the map, see how it looks. Has it tuned in the ILS? I think it did, so I can now switch this one to ILS. Hey, I see. What are you flying, I see? I have to turn on slew mode to see how I can get an external power source while watching my battery die. Oh no, I think you need to slew to some place with a parking where the guy can connect to. I think it's a missed opportunity here that there is no button to charge the battery from the inside, like we had, for example, on the Cessna 172. Remember that one? It had a button. I'm the Honda Jet. Very nice, I see. Right. I forgot who else came in and who I still need to shout out. Sorry for that. Bear with me. Oh, I remember we had Chewy. That's pretty much all I remember. Also, I have too much right rudder. The ball should be here on the mark. And we should have like 2-3 degrees bank to the dead life engine. Also, we'll check a few more things. Can I use your code with the free version of Flow? No, unfortunately not. You have to have this top version, Flow Pro. because otherwise it doesn't let you do the script. So that's the answer for you. Still, for me the flow is totally worth it, but make your mind if it's worth your money. I see a big group of people flying there. Also, I wanted to show you. I wanted to show the VMC rollover, or just demonstrate the VMC, but for that we need unfeathered probe. So let's do the ILS and try that again. I wanted the procedure turn. Also, note that when we are on the opposite end, I think the opposite ILS has the same frequency, and this is non-directional here, which I really don't like, because normally only one ILS end will be operating, I think so at least. So you would have directional on both ends, in this case, this style of the HSI. I think this scenery isn't very FPS friendly. Well, too bad. Some ILS do, some don't. Some do shut down, or some aren't on the same frequency. I think you understand what I mean, Jesus. I'm still not sure if all the ILSs transmit both directions, but I would pretty much assume they do, because you can use this as guidance on a go-around and so on. I'm not sure, I need to do more reading on that. I hope this is the correct ILS. IBVE localizer. I'll just check on the chart. Not all the ones with a back course on the opposite runway. Yeah, but I thought they all have the back course by default, because that's what I thought, but maybe I'm wrong. I need to hit the books. Hey Slarty, welcome back. Most of them don't. Interesting, because in Europe most of them do. Most of them don't, really? Why? Right, so I think in Europe, how we're fixing the engine, not here in Germany. Really? Alright, I need to check this in the books, because I'm slightly confused. Interesting. Right, we're on the max continuous power, so that's fine. Trying to keep give or take 2000 feet, and I need to confirm this LS frequency. Oh, the 06 now has 30 knots head tailwind. That's bad. How come it changed so bad? You often have different frequency for the other direction. Would interfere probably. Yeah, you often do, or you can have the same and just shut down one of the transmitters. That's how I understood it always. I'll show it what I mean in a second once we land. .1. Alright, so we still need to switch it. Right, so that's the reason I wasn't getting the correct readout. Switch then. Now it's working. Okay. Never mind, you're correct. Here in the US they all have back course. Yeah, it's the same frequencies as in the front. It's just, if you look at this transmitter, they look like toilet paper tubes. And they transmit on the both ways, I think. Most of the time, I think. Unless they're pointing it to the mountain, like in Aspen, for example. That there's the one that's installed on the mountain. And then they are installed on the far runway end, so departure end of runway. And I think they're transmitting both ways, so that you have the back course. Basically when you're... So you have guidance on the very short go around or on takeoff. And they're on the far end of the runway, so that you have guidance on the rollout when you're still on the runway. That's how I understood it from the books, but I may be wrong. So I'll need to verify this. Alright, we're below the glide slope. Let's do procedure turn to the left and let's get it done. Also, this non-turbo version, it doesn't fly so eagerly on one engine, so I like it. Right, I'll try not to sink. Yeah, Aspen doesn't. It has a localizer at the field and the backcourse in the mountains. Exactly. But it's backcourse in the mountains so that it gives you directional readings, directional indications, because you're supposed to use it when you're flying away from it. That's the reason why it's backcourse. There's a lot of antennas here that I should not be hitting, so I'll try to give this 2000 feet. I didn't look into the procedure, we are just doing it VFR. I don't know. We are flying VFR, just going on the procedure for practice, but we are on the VFR rules. Except we are not flying at all anyway. I hear a lot of strange noises. I'm scared. I crashed. Yeah, typical ice. Right, I'll keep the 45-degree intercept angle. I got off this 2000 feet altitude. What's this whining sound? I'm scared. Something there. Oh, also I forgot the... Was the landing lights? Or maybe it was the heater. CDI alive. Well, localizer alive. Let's capture it. Here we are over the glide slope already. No. Let's get down then. Speed check, gear down. Flaps approach, we need some more drag. Throttle idle. Drop forward. Mixed streets forward. Right, now we're losing speed, now we're on the glide slope, that's great. I'll try to keep the blue line. Maybe a bit more, so let's say 100, 105 knots. Keep us on the glide slope. Oh, now I need to release the rudder because I reduced the power so much. The non-turbocharged Baron is really good for practicing single engine. That's pretty nice actually, I love it. Right, we are on the glide slope, that's a-okay. It's much easier when I can see what's outside. Slow down a bit. And we do not want to do full flaps landing with single engine because we can just get ourselves in trouble unless we have very short field to land on, but now we're above glide slope. No, I'm losing it. Now we're below glide slope. And on glide slope. Right, I'll try to give it just looking inside. It's not easy. Also, one idea for flow script that I have is for you to be able to trigger IMC weather so that when I'm on the minimums I never know if I will see the runway or not, and that you can just trigger it. Staying on the glove slope is the biggest challenge. Okay, I can help with that. Rolling the power to idle. There we go. Alright. So I think your problem is, what my problem usually is, that we are doing it wrong. We're just doing it backwards. I'll try to explain. So remember that for 3-degree approach path, you need your descent rate should be 5 times the ground speed. You can read your ground speed usually on the GPS somewhere, or if you really don't have it, you can calculate it from true airspeed. So primary thing that you should be looking at is your descent rate, which should be 5 times the ground speed, and only every now and then look at the needles and then reduce or increase the descent rate. So the primary reference is the descent rate, not the needles, because if you're trying to chase the needles, you will do just that, which I very often do, and I very often forget that. And easy way to get around that is to try localizer approaches without this guidance. For me it's much easier. I can show you how to do that. Yeah, if you keep a stable descent rate, it will help stay on the profile on the light slope, because that's how you're supposed to do that. And I do it wrong all the time. I just look on the needles, not on my descent rate, and you understand. You prefer... No, not the step down. CDFA. Let me show you. Oh, damn it. You know, alright, because in the US you usually have the step down approaches. In Europe you usually have the CDFA approaches. So, like this one. Except it's... Alright, let's have a look. I think it will not be here. Ooh. Oh, like this guy, see? That's CDFA approach, not the step down. So that's ILS or localizer, and for localizer you have a final approach point. Well, for localizer it's final approach fix. You have final approach fix for the localizer? No, it's point. I like it. Hadn't thought of trying to track VS first. Yeah, that's how you're doing ground. I actually watched a YouTube video of... I mean, I knew it, but it's a knowledge I have forgotten at some point. That's how you do it. And there are localizer and VR approaches that do the continuous descent. Not sure if you can see the difference. Here we get into the final approach fix. I'm not sure if it's fixed on point on localizer. And then you just keep the descent rate. Also, that's still not the one. Let me try some better one. Okay, I can just show you an example from that I know. Jesus, observe. So for example, for the VR, that's how it works. We have the final approach fix, and from there you go continuous descent, final approach, 3-degree angle. You just start here and control your descent rate. And here you have a table. Ground speed, descent angle, and vertical speed. So you can just do based on that. Just remember it's ground speed, not... Will have VFR region 3 dropped. Great, I'll have to install it. I love it. And then what I also do is I read out those altitudes. So say I start and I say next 5 miles 1580, then I go at 1580, and then I say... So then I go to 5 miles, I say 5 miles 100 feet high, next 4 miles 1260. I go there, I say 4 miles 50 feet high, next 3 miles 940. And I also said 1260, 940, 1580, because that's easier to say, that's how you're supposed to do that. As far as I know. I would make sense. So Kevmiko, I think this will help you greatly. You can try this kind of approach. It's a bit challenging at first, but remember the key is to keep the constant descent rate, and I think it will help you greatly. And then once you know it, that's how you do it on the ILS, and then the needles are the secondary thing for you. The primary is actually the descent rate, which looks a bit backwards. And the thing I was saying about the ILSs, get this guy off. Actually, let's check it. Eh, okay. Same, the lock approach is here. My sister is big on gates like that. Gates? What do you mean gates? Whoops. Oh. Right, so for us, what happens, if you are landing on 06, this is the localizer antenna that's giving us the signal. And I told you it's on the far end of the runway, well, let's say departure end of the runway, because it's supposed to give you guidance on rollout. So after you land, you still need the signal. And when you're passing over it, you still need the signal. So if it was on the other side, it will be a bit unfortunate. Gates altitude to be at when you reach certain distances from touchdown. Gotcha. But there are two kinds of those gates, I think is what you mean. Because there is this table, that's one thing, but also even on ILS approach, you can have things like that. Zulu Golf 562, distance 3.1, 980. So I think maybe this is the gate. I'm not sure what's the name for the table. So it's a blind guess, but I would say this one is the gate. Zulu Golf 562. Right. And then, as far as I know, those localizer antennas, they do transmit both ways, because I think that's just how physically they're built. They have to transmit two ways. But I'm not sure about that. I wasn't very able to confirm that in the books. So they look the same on both ends. And I think this means that they're transmitting both ways. So you have your normal ILS readings here, and you have the back course readings here. Now if you're flying away on the back course, your readings will be directional, but you're flying away, well, if you're on the back course flying inside, your indications will be swapped. So you need to remember about that. But in this case, I think we also have the localizer antenna on the other end of the runway, which is for the localizer 24. Here we go. See, that's localizer for runway 24. So this one we were not using on this approach. And now I think, I'm not 100% sure, but that's how I think it works, is that in real life, in European airports, usually those will transmit on different frequencies. So there's no way to mess this up. But I think in the US, they very often transmit on the same frequency, because maybe that's easier. And then I think ATC has a button which one they should turn on, and either this one is transmitting both on the approach side and the backcourse side, or the other one. So your readings will be basically, if you're flying here, your readings, if you're flying here and reading the 06 localizer, it will always show you are to the left, no matter what your heading is. But what seems to be the way in the sim is that this one is transmitting this way and the other one is transmitting this way. So you're on the same frequency and it shows you're on the right here, but on the left here. And that's always breaking my mind, because I don't know what's going on, why it's showing the wrong way. But again, there's no way of me telling the sim which way I want to land, so that's probably the reason. I know it was a bit lengthy, but I hope you understand what's my reasoning. And again, I'm not 100% sure about all those things, but I understand, that's how I understand it. Also, there is the glide slope antenna, which is here. It's this funny white red building somewhere to the side of the runway, usually not always, around the touchdown zone and puppies. So that's the touchdown glide slope antenna for 06, and there was the other one for the other side. I don't know better, but that would surprise me. And here's the glide path antenna for glide slope. I'm sorry, I'm messing the words all the time. For runway 24, and you can see it's give or take around touchdown zone and the puppies. So I hope that was informative for you. And I know X-Plane has an option to shut down opposite ILS, opposite localizer. And that's exactly to get rid of this problem that I'm having. Alright, I would like to do some continuous descent final approach for you, but seems we don't have it. Phew, that was a lot of talking. I needed to calm down a bit, so I think we're good now. Also, our battery may be already dead. Well, let's get this engine running. Our board was kind enough to fix the engine for us. So let's do it. Left fuel tank selector to on. Mixture on, prop forward, throttle. Oh, we actually need it forward now. Viewers keep messing with your engines. It's fine, that's why we do it. Oh, also on the flow, I have a way here to show the failures and fail and fix the engines, except it's not working because I need to adapt it for the Baron. See, it's just disappearing, so I'll adapt this for the Baron. I think it's also useful to have this here. I also had this one which was supposed to start automatically, but it doesn't work. So maybe I need to think how to do that. I like the interactivity, but I think that would make me crazy. Well, for that, I always have the option to go here. Well, first of all, you can put it at very high channel points value, so that people don't trigger it all too often. But then you can always just disable it, and you're good. And it will tell everyone and log the rewards. There you go. FailBot is now sleeping. So that's the way to do it. I am very proud of it. And see, because I have had a very specific scenario, I was able to do it in a way that I think makes the most sense. True. I'm glad. Anyway, if you have some better ideas, please let me know. I mean, if you have other ideas that don't have to be better or worse, you can let me know. I can talk about you or anyone else about the scenario. But I think it's very important to assess this scenario based. I just tried a fix. What am I even doing? Why am I lining us off? Alright. 1, 2, 3. Hey super! Welcome, very nice to see you. I'm training engine failures today. I have created a bot that does that. I have been coding a lot recently to do it, and it seems to work. And we are using this. It basically communicates with the FailBot that's managing the rewards. So I have the rewards here. I have the events, blah blah blah, not this one. And they're communicating, and I can, for example, look it up. It will tell you. That's super cool. I also set up the shoutouts so that they should pop up when you come in, but they seem to be not working anymore. So I need to do it manually. There you go. Super, how has your week been? There you go. Right, let's start this engine. I am getting sidetracked all the time, but it's fine. Mixture 50%, throttle just a touch. Stepping the brakes. I forgot this one. Busted. No. I think we may have the vapor there. No, it's actually running. It was easier for me to tell because the channel point rewards is available than because it was actually working. Alright, let's do it quick. Landing lights on, heater. Heater is... Oh, we need the heater on. Cool. Heater on, fuel pump slow, prop sync off, flaps approach, this is good. Alright, let's go before anyone on the alternator on. And the cowl flaps on. Alright. Well, let's fly before anyone can do anything. Have you failed it already? No. Just the crosswind. Why is there low thrust on the left engine? Damn. Something's amiss. Alright. Abandon ship. Well, I think it all works pretty great. I see. You tried, but we have it covered. I think we're a bit too fast to do this 180. Fix engine, thank you. Thank you Nicotine. Hover failed me again? I mean, it's all fine, for Hover never failed me. Let's make this clear. Which engine failed? I'm not sure if I think I had low thrust before we even tried. Going to strap, but I'll stay tuned as long as my phone will allow. Cool, Kamiko, enjoy your trip. It's a VIP Founders match, yes. Error, which engine failed actually? The left one. So left alternator off. I forgot to move the mixture forward, that was the reason. Very bad, very bad. It's running. Alternator on. This is crazy. But I think we haven't run into any issue yet. That would be causing some real problems, so that's good. Right, mixture forward. I forgot to check that. SDMR before takeoff again. Actually, let's start from the fuel. So we start from the up. Start up here, go left, then go right. Right. So up. The fuel. We are below half here and I don't even know. 3/8 on the right, and you're on the main tank, so that's okay. Right. Magnetor to both. Landing lights on, heater is okay, fuel pumps are too low. Prop sync is off. All the heatings look okay. Throttle idle, prop forward, mixture forward, flaps approach, and I'm tired. Transponder on. I think that's the flow I want to follow. Just go here, then keep here, go here, here. I think that works. Right, let's do it again. We'll do it live. Throttle full, prop forward, mixture forward. You did it again. I'm always looking at the chat when it's happening, and then I don't know. I mean, I know that it happened. That's something I really want to train. Thank you for that. Because when you did it so early, you see, there's no way for me to keep the heading with the rudder. Like, no way. And that's why I really wanted to train it. The reason I know, because when I was doing my airfare training in the simulator, I was always moving. Damn. We need those batteries running. When I was doing the training, I was moving the hand from throttle to the yoke, and my instructor was very upset about it. And one time he just went and cut off one engine, and I basically veered out the runway. Because that's what happens. That's the reason why I need to keep the hand on the throttle so that you can react very quickly. In the twin at least. I think it will just start right now. Whoops, it didn't. So I think we have this vapor problem, so we need to go mixture cutoff, run the fuel pump for 10 seconds. Or maybe you had too much fuel because we had the fuel bus running all the time. So I can disable the other one for time being. Let's try it. Go Fanatic into JF, still the plane. Oh no, what happened? I said no one fixed the engine. Of course no one has. That's why it doesn't start. Damn it. Alright, so we'll do one thing. I'll turn this on. So I see. Can you just type fix engine and see if it works? Or anyone who's a hey, it worked. Oh, actually you're redeemed the command. Cool, thank you. I'll just keep it off. I'll keep this trigger by... I don't know. I'll keep both of them on so we can run into some trouble. Maybe like that. I'll just test offline. I'm pretty sure it works. Let's try again. I think I'm getting better at starting those engines now. Oh, also I forgot to turn off the alternator. Now we don't know what the problem is. Is it too much fuel in the cylinder or is it vapor in the cylinder? Also, we have more fuel on the left tank, so I'll switch this one to crossfit. This is cool, I like it. Nope. So maybe we have fuel, so for that I think... Let's check the checklist, actually. Oh, it died again. We need to give it a bit higher. I hope the noise is okay for you. I'll maybe make it a bit quieter so it doesn't kill your ears. I hope it works now. I really hope it does. It doesn't. Wait, where's my battery? How high do I need it to be? Let's keep the Avionics Master off for the time being, so we can recharge this battery. It's nice, so the load of the starter is basically killing everything. And look how the lights dim. Oh, and they actually dim so hard. Get the lights off. I think we don't need the heater for... What? Why are you not screaming? Oops. RIP. 52 degrees Celsius in the cabin. That's 125 Fahrenheit for you American friends. Great stuff. So you don't need the heating for the time being, and neither the vent blower. Right, I think we cycled enough. Mixture forward, throttle forward. 1, 2, 3. Off, mixture half, throttle back, slightly in, and let's try to start it. I don't hear it running. Nope. No. Right, so let's try the other thing. Mixture to cut off and run the fuel pump for a long time. Not fuel pump till 20 and mixture off. Oh, that's for the hot engine. Because I didn't know what the problem is. If I had too much fuel in the cylinder or the vapor. I think it was the vapor. Let's open the window so I don't kill you. Right, I think that was long enough, and now we need to start from the beginning. So this full, this on, run it for 3 seconds. 1, 2, 3. Mixture half, close the throttle, open it a bit, and try the starter. It works, it works, it worked. I heard it. No, 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 don't die on me. Right, let's try it again. Now we're almost there. It started, but then it died. Too bad. Let's try one more time. It's running. Alright, I saved it. Let's get the alternator on, and I think we're good. Not for long. Avionics master on. I think we can keep all those heaters off for now. It's pretty warm. We're not going very high anyway. Just get the landing lights on. Fuel pumps too low. Flaps are in approach. Mixture forward. It's all over the place. Get this blower off. Close this window.
System test okay.
Good. So, how has your weekend been? What cool have you been all doing? Please let me know. I'm very curious. I have been chilling and coding. It's been so nice. Thank you for the applause. Right. Steep climb, gear up. I heard the alert already in a second. 28, 25, 300 feet, flaps up. Right, we're on trim. Fernando, SCA71, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Very nice to see you. Now they did it again. Alright. Mixture forward, prop forward. Throttle forward, right leg that, right engine that. Hey, that was too quick. So now it just started automatically because it was running. because it's windmilling, it basically starts just like that. Because all the conditions for the engine to run are met, so it's running. Oh my, let's do this flow. Why is the ice on? Ice light on. Alright, mixture forward, throttle forward. Left leg dead, left engine dead, left throttle, check, confirm, idle. So now the manifold pressure is responding because the engine is turning. Left prop, check, confirm. Feather, left mixture, cut off. Right, left alternator off, right fuel pump. Actually, I don't think we need the fuel pump here. And left fuel selector to off. Great stuff. What do we do now? Let's do this ILS again, except I think we should go for the other runway. Go back, procedure, approach, airport, KBDL, KBDL. Oh, that's Bradley. It was in the past file. ILS 24. Transition vectors, load and activate. Go back, go to the map. Alright. Let's go 3000 feet and do the procedure turn again. So now see, this should be directional, but because I think those localizers share their frequency, this is non-directional, and this is super weird. Because it wouldn't, well, you would have one or the other. And if I stay here, once we switch to the other, it will just jump to the other side. That's, as far as I know, that's not how it normally works. I forgot to reduce the power. My ears are dying because of the sounds already. I'll make it a bit quieter. Or was it fine? I think we'll keep it like it was. Alright, so far so good. The bot seems to be working okay. Level off. We are a beam. I think it will switch anytime now. Observe, it's on the left now, which is not true because we're, well, it's the same frequency, I think. Or wait, I was supposed to switch it. Or is it the same frequency? I actually need to check, hang on. So we'll go here, go to the flight, switch the runway. 24. Whoa, the wind is picking up a lot. Approaches, ILS 24, final at to route. We'll look at the chart and it says 1.1, so that's the same frequency. That's where the problem is coming from. Don't you turn the CDI mode on nav mode? Oh, you're right. I think I am out of my element. Not only that, we also need to turn this one around. Alright, so that was the reason. Forget everything I said in the last few minutes about this. It was wrong. But it's the same frequency, so I think it will still switch. Actually, we can... Oh, we'll check it next time. Yeah, Nikodin, you're right, thank you. I forgot that. Actually, I'm not sure if while to GPS mode, I did select it to nav mode some time ago. Gonna above now, have fun. Thank you, ever. We definitely will. It is fun. Lurk, alright, we'll see you later. Nikodin saving the day. I totally missed it, thank you. I would have wondered what was with the ILS later on. Also, we can close the cold flaps. Everything okay? Let's have a look. I can get those heats on. Temperature, let's give it that. Actually, let's get this heater to low. Heater, this to low. Get heat just a bit. I think it will be better. So that's cool. It says here there is a holding, so we can enter this. Actually, well, I think it's racetrack, not holding. Yeah, it's a racetrack. So we can enter this and do it. Cool. OKB. OKB. All right. Where are we going? Need to go to flight plan. Oh, it's not here, so let's try it again. Go procedure, approach, transition, KB. Interesting, it says OKB in the other one. What? Oh, it says 1 KB. So see this one in a circle, I thought it's an O. Great stuff. Do you use flight model from Captain Mustache? I don't know, I think I might. I actually might do. I don't know, I don't remember anymore. I might be doing it, I might be having it. But I think he just corrected a touch here and there. Not too much. Right, now we are inbound Kibi, and there's this halt. Oh, interesting. So let's see how this looks. Oh, it shows us the entry. Right, so we'll just fly this. I'll switch to the GPS mode. Right, now it's non-directional because I need the direct track 050. Alright, let's do it the right way. I'll try to keep at 3000, it actually says on the procedure. Great stuff. Right, I can see my wind correction here on the 715, that's very nice. So I'll just aim it slightly before Kibi. Kiba, actually. Let's call it Kibi. Like Kibi more. Right, I'll focus now. I see you all went a bit silent, so that's good. I'll focus on the flying a bit more than usual, intercepting this magenta line. Right, need to keep this heading to have the wind correction. Now it's showing us this arc to fly. I'm curious how it will look like, so we'll just follow it. Trying to keep the 3000. Remember, I'm stepping on the rudder all the time. But again, I think definitely the CCM's mode is a thing to check. I actually forgot I put it in. I'm pretty sure I did. Maybe I'll dial this prop down a bit so it's a bit more silent for me. 23, 20, 25, 23. Right. I think it will be showing on the CDI how we can stay on this track. But I'm not sure how to do that then. I think it will be easier to look at this deflection here because we have the same indicator that we have on the HSI. Also here, see this little arrow? Right, let's get to standard right turn for starters, see how this works. I have no idea. Yeah, let's see. I think, yeah, it's just showing that we are now left of track. And the same is being shown here, so that's good. But it's hard to follow this one because it's turning, so easier for me to look at this guy. Cool stuff. I think this is so far as the best twin prop in the game that we have. Least hassle free at least. Yeah, so now it's showing how I am in relation to the track. Also, now it just says where the point is. I think it stopped showing that. Or is it still showing that? No, it stopped. It just shows the next track. bendings don't have the HSI sync, but it's something we are fast used to. Yeah, it's good that I don't have it. I like twisting it manually, so it's actually good practice. And it keeps you more in the loop because you need to keep track of what you're doing. And if you forget, well, you're in trouble. So I really like this because it's more demanding for myself. Gives me more situational awareness because I need to be more confident about what I'm doing, when and why. Next direct track is 238. Let's dial the scene. That's 240 here, 2 clicks, that should be 238. And we are basically intercepting this now. Yeah, less assistance. I mean, it's cool to have nice assistance, but it's very important to do it like bare first, and then once you know how to do it, use all the assistance that you can get so that you actually understand what it's showing you and why and where you need to go next. And if something doesn't work, you're in the loop. Right, I'm pushing the rudder all the time when we're flying. I will show you. It should be visible here. Yeah, see that's my rudder input all the time. I'm just not sure why we're not seeing two inputs for the mixture and everything. Yeah, it looks like it broke. I don't know why. Right, let's start intercepting the next one. Oh, I'm actually a bit late. And I'm keeping the altitude a bit better than usual. That's nice to have. Right, there we go. So now we are basically on the final course. We can see the runway. I think what I'll do is I'll just go the IF. Right. We are flying VFR, but I'll just go inside the cabin, and so that I can only see those instruments. Just want to make sure I can see basically nothing that's outside. Alright, I think this works for me. We'll keep 3000 and we'll just intercept the glide slope and descend from there. So there is a step down here, but for me to make it a bit smoother and have a longer final approach, I want to do it like this. Which means I also will not be able to do the lights and stuff. So landing lights on, fuel pump too low, fuel. Right, this is the higher one. Oh, the right one is higher. So now we switch to normal. Prop forward, mixture forward. Right. Let's keep like this. Great stuff. So my heading back is not synced, so let's try to sync it. Now, when you zoom all the way in, and it's not tilting anymore, and remember, I was not liking it. I think we have the wind from the right as well, so that's why I need more correction. Or from the left? I don't know anymore. We're over the glide slope. Let's reduce the power, speed check, gear down, speed check, flaps approach, and we'll stay in the flaps approach. Right, we're on the glide slope now, so let's capture that. I need to ease off my rudder input a bit. So great to be able to hear from the actual pilot has been said recently. Thanks for being you're very welcome. Just remember, anything I say may be wrong. I'm trying to give you best possible information, but please check that in some other sources, because I may be wrong here and there. But if you are not sure about something I'm saying, please let me know. I will try to find some good reference source that we can check to verify this information. Right, now we're under glide slope. uh, about the speed. We are getting on the localizer. I'm trying to get up a bit. I think I need to trim back a bit. Alright, there we go. Also your primary focus is your pitch, so we need to keep constant pitch and roll, and then glance every now and then at your airspeed and your vertical speed, and then even less so at your heading. So this is the first priority and the other is secondary. I hope you get it. You can have a look at those scan patterns that describe a bit better. I need more correction from the right. Now I need to keep this descent. I need to slow down a bit. It's not going great. 2200. I think our minimum will be, let's say 400. That's 200 feet above the runway. So let's keep this. So at 400, so we had like 1700 to go. Alright, I think that the airspeed stabilized, so I'll keep it at this 110, that's a-okay. Which means we should probably keep around 500, 600 feet per minute descent. So I'm trying to keep constant pitch, see what pitch was needed for this descent rate. And you see, also remember that the descent rate has a lot of lag, so try not to follow it as well, because it's very misleading. So try to keep constant pitch first. Check your vertical speed every now and then. Then sometimes check your heading and adjust the roll. And sometimes check your needle. There are actually nice patterns draw how to do this scan. Or you can just go here, look here, okay. Attitudes. Right, we need to correct for the localizer. It's actually going back. Attitude again. Vertical speed is 2-way down, so we need to go a bit up. Alright, now we need to roll to the left. Check. Alright, we need to go back on heading. I think this is what we need. And that's how we do it with this scan. Alright, 1000 to go. I need to focus here. We are below the glide slope, so let's correct that. Keep this pitch. Right, I'll adjust my heading back because we need a lot of wind correction here, so that's pretty nice. I'll add a bit more power. Oh, and we're going below the glide slope now. We're at the limit now. One dot is where I think you should go around. We are below the blue line slightly, so that's not great. I need a bit more power. Right, we're back on glide slope, so we keep this pitch basically. And remember, as you get closer, it's more difficult to chase this because the inputs are all smaller. So it's not the most stable approach in the world. I still need some more practice. Alright, 300 to go. Alright, it's not bad actually. Damn, this is close.
500.
200 to go. 150 to go. 100 to go. This is good practice. Right, I'm not super worried about this going out. And minimums now. Boom, that's where we are. Right, no problem about me being too fast. Can just go full idle now. And we'll lose the speed here. We can land from now even if both engines fail. So I was able to go full idle here. Now I can go below blue line because we're not going around anymore. Arrest this descent. Alright, that's a bit. I will drop full flaps. Help me with arresting this descent. And boom. There we go. Phew! Let me read your messages. I couldn't look away. Also, as we stopped, flaps up and fuel pump up. That's the thing I like to do after I have the airspeed under control. I think you're right way more than you're wrong. Yeah, but every now and then I see something that is very wrong, and part of that I don't realize. So I like to let you know that this can happen. So be aware. And anyone can be wrong, so it's good to check in the literature. Did you set your horizontal indicator before takeoff? Look a bit high. No, I didn't. But do you mean this one? Or the altitude is okay. I'm not sure if I can set it even. Look, there is no dial to set it. How do I change it? Usually there's a knob here to adjust it, but I don't see it. There's a small dot. Oh, for real. Yeah, small is an understatement. That way was a way off all the time. So it's supposed to be. Okay, thank you. That helped me a lot. I was wondering why it's a bit weird in this aircraft. I think this is what it's supposed to be showing. Am I right? The top of the arrow should be on the line. Also, I think it's supposed to show like the way, like the perspective. Like if this is a flat road, the perspective. I don't know. It just looks like an arrow for me. Just imagine if you draw the stripes here, it will be a very long runway. I think that's what it's trying to tell me, but it never looks like this for me. It just looks like an arrow. Damn it. That's an interesting one. That's the one that you don't adjust very often. Because in most aircraft you can adjust it even in flight too. This one seems to be adjustable only on ground. And only by trained, qualified technician? Damn it. How do you know about it? It's in the manual. Bet it is. I'm trying to get rid of the parallax effect, so I think now it's a-okay. Actually, let's adjust it so that from the seat it looks okay. Damn. Yeah, must be lying on ground. I had completely no idea. I saw someone fix the engine. Nicotine. Oh, you just typed the command, and because we have it, it worked. Cool. Have to redo this every time. Yeah, I noticed it's not state saving. Alright, so if I now turn this off, I'll trigger the mods. Can you do this? Can you try again? Write any of those commands. Fix engine, fail engine. I just want to verify it shows what it's supposed to show. Thank you. I actually don't know how I muted myself. Oh, I know. Never mind. Thank you for letting me know. I was saying, oh, you can try writing this command again, and it should now not let you, because I disabled it. I just want to verify it works. I'm pretty sure it does, but let's try it if you can. Alright, let's try to start in mixture half, throttle a bit open. Actually, let's do it. Oh, we also need this. Fix engine or fail engine, any of them. It should say you only mods can do that now. Oh, it didn't. Hang on. All right, we'll check it in a moment. Maybe I forgot what's the actual condition. I think it just says that, and then when you actually can do it, it will say that you need to be mod. I think that's the way. It's a bit inverted. Never mind. Nothing happened. Thank you for checking. So, 1, 2, 3. Is there a fuel flow? Yeah, there is. That was way too much. I'm getting hung of it, and I really love this Baron. I like it more than the 310 and 414. They are really good, but they do have some quirks, and for the most part, they were was unable to keep level flight, I think, before modding them, so that's a bit unfortunate. Oh, we need a prop for it as well. I think there's a limit how many times you should kill an engine during one flight. I get completely lost in what's going on. Right, I'll set the parking brake, open the cowl flaps. I actually forgot to do that. So now if you try fail engine, it shouldn't let you. I hope. Anyway, I pretty much like it. I was thinking the announcements, maybe there was too many of them, but I think it's okay. Oops. Why did that happen? I must have messed up something. Interesting. Alright, I must have messed up something. Don't remember now. No, I need to know. So we are getting here, and she shouldn't get here at even. Right. So I think this will be right. I think I remember this. I have the section named Twitch. Yeah, there is FailBot section, and there is this one. Moderator, streamer, sleeping, offline, online. That's the messages. So that's what you should see. Another full night wake is coming on. No. I'm going to work tomorrow, so I cannot afford that. If this should trigger event, and it checks if it's sleeping, and then... Oh, I see what the problem is. I actually don't see. So there's trigger viewer, trigger moderator, tags mod, broadcaster, true. Alright. There's a chance I messed something up with the name of those. I remember I had this wrong for a while. Seems to be okay. Oh dear. Alright, I'll probably check it later. Interesting. Maybe I have some wrong version. I think I know what the problem might be. So it says trigger viewer here. I'll just copy it. And it says the same here thing, alright. I'll check it later. Maybe there is something wrong somewhere. Anyway, so far so good. Right, how's the time? 2:40. I think we'll do a few more short traffic patterns and we'll be done. What's my engine state at this moment? I actually need to check because I don't know. Alright, it's not failed, so I can start it. Better watch this massive mate. Whole night sleep. Yesterday I was just pasting wrong things everywhere. And wondering why it doesn't work. But anyway. There we go. Awesome. Okay, to be fair, I really like it. Seems to be doing the job. I need to think about so much cases that we still might have. For example, when I exit the sim, I think it will not say anything. So I need to look into that. No, the cabin is... What's about this heater? How much do I need to open it? Maybe I don't need the heater. The blower, I mean. Get this open then. Right, let's go. Actually, I wanted to check one thing, so let's load it full for everything. This blower and cabin vent. Oh, maybe that was the problem. I gotcha. So we were just keeping everything inside. Piloter, yeah. I'll keep the blower too low. I'm still not sure how it works. And we need everything. Oops. No, it's actually almost okay. Right, I think if I put more fuel and less passengers, now it's in the limits. Actually, now that I think of it, let's move the CG fully aft, as much as aft as I can. Because that's the worst case scenario for the VMC. On the blower on, AC on, blower high, pellet air pull up. Per head, fresh air knob open. Oh, that's a lot of things. I get lost in that. I'll get the hang of it next time. I think it's too much for me today. Right, I need 2 more %. Right, let's keep it here. It's slightly up, but that's what I wanted. Basically, now that the CG is all the way aft, the arm that the rudder is working on is the shortest, so it should give us the least control on the rudder. Let's roll. I hope I have everything. I just want to take off. Maybe... Wow, actually... I think I am at my trim way too much up. Danger, yeah, I just put it to sleep for a moment. Right, positive climb, gear up, flaps up, reduce the power. Right, now we can have it. I actually want to fail the left engine. So that's the critical one, I believe. So I moved the left mixture to cutoff. Right. I'll keep the throttle idle, but I'll keep the prop forward. And now when we get on the red line, we shouldn't have enough rudder authority to keep us from turning. So see, I keep the engine myself and the rowers are not stopped. That is working a-okay. Also, I have full rudder. No, not full rudder. Almost full rudder. Hang on, I'll keep this on for you. But that's only half rudder. I'm on the blue line and our climb speed is not great. So that's great. That's what I wanted to see. Hey, this is amazing. Get below the blue line slightly. Try to accelerate. Actually, climbing like this, we will run out of place. Right, now it's climbing a bit better. Still need more rudder. Right, let's reduce engine to max continuous power. So I think 28, 20. Oh, and also I have the left prop not feathered yet, which should provide a lot of drag. That's what I wanted to see. So actually, when I feather it, I'll have actually some more climb, but I wanted to be in this slow, well, lot of drag situation. Right, now when we go full power on the working engine, so prop forward, throttle forward, increase forward, and try to go to the red line. I should run out of rudder to keep it straight. I'll just put in the full right rudder already. Try to slow it down. Does want to stall though. I'm still able to turn. Still turning, but as we get to the red line, we should not be able to turn anymore. Hard to slow down even. So at some point we should start yawing to the left, and this should happen just below the red line. Right, so that's the red line. There's still there's the stall warning going, so that's a bit unfortunate. I can stall it before this happens. Drive the flaps, maybe it will give us some more way. Slow down. Alright, now I full right rudder and I cannot turn anymore. And here's the stall. Alright.
Pull up. Pull up.
I think that's the end
Pull
for us
up.
today. No! We have jumped. There's the icy for him. Okay. That's pretty much what I wanted to test, except we should be doing this way higher. Great stuff. Let's keep it this way. Right, I'll play the outro and we'll go right. I think I like it this way. Let's just shut down everything. Important to shut down everything. Why is the prop still turning? I think that's one of the problems we were having. So, I'm not sure if you watched, but what happened is that we stalled it. I had full power on the right engine, and I tried the spin recovery with the full power, which of course will not work. Yeah, we're gonna fix it. Epic. So, one of the small issues is that the props keep turning in the wind. I'm not sure why they do that. Should be able to stop that by just changing the weather. Now it's stopped. Alright, we'll keep it this way. I'll mute the sim. The whooshes are not cool. We'll keep it like that. I think it's cool. Of course it does. Those sim model crash as well. Yeah, I also have the crashes disabled so we don't go into the main menu, because why would we? How do we keep it? Yeah, I think this looks good. So it's a bit bouncy. Okay. Alright, I hope you enjoyed it. The test run was successful. A few minor issues there, but basically the core functionality seems to be working great. I need to figure out how to export this and how to then import it so I can share this with someone. So this is going to take me a few more days. Please be patient. I'll have it ready for you at some point. Good stuff then. Have I forgotten any shoutouts? I don't think so. Alright, thanks for the stream, you're very welcome, very instructive as always. Yeah, I'm glad. It's just sometimes I start talking about something I haven't prepared all too much, so it's a bit chaotic, but I hope you get the idea. Or at least now that I have explained it in some way, you know what to look for. And this will definitely help you. Right, I'll grab the guitar. Actually, there's no guitar, there's the uke. I'll grab the ukulele, I'll grab the bass, play the outro for you. It will take 5 to 10 minutes, and then we'll go write someone. So, if you can, please stick out over the right, it will be cool. I'll unbuckle myself, prepare the stuff, and be talking to you in just a few seconds. Ding ding ding. Right, the guitar step is running. I love the view. Let's keep it this way. Okay. Hang on, I need to stop the music, get the chirps out. What's going on? I am tired after all this flying. It's been a good training though, and I'm glad we did the full ass approach with me looking inside. That was pretty nice. Despite having heard Titanic flew about 1 billion times, the lyrics make me laugh. I agree, same here. It's really good. Here are the drums. Right, let's do it. I also need this. Hang on. I'm trying to remember what I played at the beginning. I think I do remember, so let's try it in a moment. That's the uke, the small one. Acoustic mode, yeah. I played transfer, distortion and whatnot. And Kevmikwa, I'm sorry, it's 6. But I think we can live with that. Also in total it's 12, so this is divisible by 4. I should cut a new beat for you to play to sometime. Yes, I have actually another pedal that can play more beats, and we can do that, but I need to change my setup to use it. Let's go with the bass. Right, that's all folks, the loop works. I played the same thing that I played on the beginning. I think it worked, and the uke sounds pretty sweet. With the bass, alone it's not sweet enough, but with the bass, that's pretty good, I like it. Right, let me see who's up, who I can write as usual. Thank you for stopping by, thank you for flying with me today. Whoops. I clicked the wrong button there. Hang on. Let's get a different angle of this phone, baby. There you go, we're back. I'm checking who's up. Actually, I probably have a ton of notifications. Who's up? Actually, let's check. Right, going back to Twitch. There might be not too many people on Saturday. that very often happens. Let me see. Right, how do you feel about Nicodine with the sub at the very last minute? Thank you. Have a nice night. Yeah, I will. I need to get some sleep. Right, what do you feel about 75 Cent Spy? We annihilated, or the Z Flying Frog? Which one do you prefer? Because the Flying Frog is controlling, I would rather go for flying. So let's go for 75 Cent Spy. We haven't. Is 10 still streaming? No. Oh, that was a gifted by 10. 10. Here, thank you. Sorry, I totally missed that. Thank you for the gift then. Right, we'll go 75 Cent Spy. Haven't read it in a long time, so let's do it. Here comes the ride. Thank you for stopping by, thank you for playing with me, Nicodine, and everyone else. It was real nice, thank you for testing the bot with me, for your patience, everything. I've been here chilling out for some bucks. amazingness and being bullied by my cat. Oh no, Evolved! Way, well, very nice to see you. Yeah, I've been trying checking the VMC speed, and believe it or not, we went in the spin very low, so I thought we'll just end it here. I mean, this was the end time anyway. This is just an impromptu landing. They put the antennas on the wrong side. Whoopsies. There you go. I almost missed it. I am a bit tired, so. Alright, let's go for the ride. I'll go to the end scene and sing thank you. Stay happy and healthy, everybody. Will they? Give me cat. My cat always gets super confused by that. That's cool. My cat doesn't. Right, again. Thank you very much for coming. Next stream will be Tuesday 17 Zulu because we are daylight saving time now. You know the drill. Thank you for coming, keep playing along. It was great. Oh, wait. Wait. I forgot to thank everyone. We had a lot. Also, I think we had one follow on us offline. DPPay, thank you for DPay. I know how to read it. Thank you for the follow. Plastic Gel, thank you for the follow. We've gone to the right, but never mind. Creepy Gurk, thank you for the ride. BSBPC, thank you for the follow. Icy, thank you for the ride. Slightly, thank you for the resub. Hermandos CA71, thank you for the follow. And then thank you for giving sub to Nicola. Thank you. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.